Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Yes, I think you can. Good to see you guys, especially those of you that have already stopped by in chat to say hello. And if you're here just to lurk, I hope you guys enjoy the stream as well. You're very welcome to be here. And yeah, I'm just going to say a big collective hello. I have said hello to a few of you in chat, but we have just turned 2:30, which is stream time. So I do want to get straight back into it. This is Final Fantasy VII with the voice acting Echo S7 mod, which I'm really enjoying this playthrough, and I know a lot of you are as well. So let's get stuck back into it, and a couple of things to show you today as we get through the Shinra building, a couple of puzzles to solve, so I'll guide you through those as well. All right, enjoy the stream. Right, let me make sure I've got game audio. Yes, I have. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah, we did pop down to save during the last stream, mainly because I had to finish. Apologies for that. Last stream was cut short as at least I preemptively knew this. I was about to have a power cut because my dad does some work here in his workshop, and he had to cut all the power off to set up all his machines and stuff that one of them was playing up. I don't know. I don't want to get into all that. But we had to have a power cut, which means I had to end the stream early last week. And that's all sorted now. So we should be able to continue from there. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, Dark Swordsman. And hey, this Dad. Good to see you as well. Brilliant. Cheers, WJ Minor. Okay, so what we're going to do is head back into the building. We're going to make our way up to the next floor. No, I don't know, I'm trying to go up those lifts. We need to go up the normal ones. I don't know, I thought I remembered them taking us up to the next floor. But that's fine. So these are the grenade. Yeah, okay, we can't get the hard edge from these. Always get them confused. It's Soldier 3rd class later on that allows us to do that. They look quite similar, but they are different. They're on a higher up floor. And I've given Cloud cover for the time being. A, because I want to level cover up. I'll explain why. Well, I'll explain why now. I'm going to try something I haven't really done before, and that is to make Barrett like a tank. And he's going to need a high-level cover spell for that. I'm not doing it right now because we haven't really got the setup for it. But the other thing I want to do is, for now anyway, get Cloud's limit breaks leveled. So there is a method to the madness as to why Cloud is blocking everything. What's going on here? That was weird. I don't really remember that cutscene like that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be stealing the hard edge for sure.
Eliminate the intruders!
Yeah, so the next floor is relatively easy. It's the, well, I'll probably mess it up. It's the one where you have to dodge the guards. So we'll see how we get on there. These enemies are a little annoying because they're quite tanky. So facing off against 3 of them, it's not difficult, but it can take a bit of time to push through the battle. Oh, by the way, you see the small character portraits at the bottom of the screen? If you can see like that angry face emoji, that effectively means that the character has the Fury status. So in this case, Cloud and Tifa have Fury. You can also tell by the slightly darker colour to their limit break bar. And Fury does a couple of things. First of all, perhaps most excitingly, it speeds up your limit gauge build-up, which is obviously a helpful thing for casting more limit breaks. On the other hand, it also reduces defence a little bit, so you're going to be taking a bit more physical damage. Yeah, good little tip there for the next floor from Red Mario. So it's not too difficult, the minigame, and I'm pretty confident I'll be able to do it. But if you do constantly get caught, then there is some, I guess you can call it bad play protection, where the guards will just disappear and you won't have to be concerned about them. Tifa is missing a lot. Hey, Kalakaska, congrats. I'm glad the guide helped.
This is a...
Yeah, nice job getting the platinum in Final Fantasy 12. Oh, I tell you what, it was a few years ago I did that walkthrough for FF12, 2017 if I remember, or 2016, when the game first came out. But it was still one of my favourites. Really, really enjoyed that. Yeah, I have heard that, Dark. Are you playing with this mod as well, are you, Dark Swordsman? The voice acting mod?
This is it. Don't let your guard down.
I hope Aerith's alright.
I know you're playing the game along with me. I'm just not sure if you're doing it with the voice acting.
Right away, sir.
Oh man, the game's just running so smoothly. I still remember the first time I played this game on PC back in 1998, and it was laggy as heck. Anytime a cutscene, like an FMV cutscene started, it would take like 10 seconds to actually load the cinematic. The whole game would just be jerky and laggy. I wouldn't be able to play the game like that anymore. Back then, it was still absolutely mind-blowing and I loved it, but it was a bit of an uncomfortable experience in some ways. But now, you know, with all of these mods we've got installed as well, which actually boost the graphics, it still runs so smoothly that it's like a completely different experience.
You don't belong here. Get out.
Anyhow, we'll move up here.
Damn guards running around. Cloud, go on ahead and give us a signal. We'll follow.
Oh, okay, Red, you're going to be playing FF9 next, are you? Yeah, that's cool. Always one of the classics, isn't it? Right, this bit's fairly easy. There we go.
Soldiers to let their guards down. Then give...
Yeah, now it gets a little bit more challenging. You do get a little bit of leeway, though. Like, the guards, it seems like sometimes they'll see you, but they actually don't. For some reason. They're quite inept, to be honest with you. Right, now this is where it's a little bit trickier. Oh, no, Ross. That must have sucked. Yeah, that is definitely something you can do, WJ Minor. I just don't like these enemies. I find them quite annoying. So I generally haven't done that before. Or often, I should say. There goes Barrett. Yeah, it's not even that difficult to tell you the truth. We got it first time here.
That's how it's done. We're gonna rock.
Don't forget we're here to save Aerith.
Hell, I know that.
Right. Let's head up here. Okay, this is the floor. We just need to speak to this dude here. I think it's this guy, isn't it?
He's late. He forgot his key card. Even employees can't access floors above 59 without one.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Minor. Like Thunder with the all spell or something.
Who the heck are you? What are you doing here? Aerith? Well, if you hear about her, then Aerith is the girl working at reception, right? And you're here to let me know that I have competition. Is that it? What? I've got this all wrong? Well, let's just pretend this conversation never happened, okay?
Is it this fellow, is it?
This floor is used for R&R. From this point on, there are a lot of special floors for the bigwigs. As for the rest of us, we sleep away below all day. Trust me, it really takes it out of you.
Hang on.
Floors used as for the rest.
Where's the flipping key card?
He's late. Even
I didn't get it, did I?
Aerith?
Oh, hang on. Maybe I have to speak to this guy with the other thing.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, choose the koi option.
You're from that group, aren't you? The one everyone's been talking about. Shinra Company repairs. You know, this building's showing its age. Take this floor. The door's stuck wide open. Please fix it ASAP. Oh, and while you're at it, have a look at the other floors too. Here, you'll need this.
Yeah, that's how you get it. So just select the right option. Hello, Kindred. How you doing? Right, okay. I think this is the library floor now. Yes, it is. Okay. Right. So a couple of things you can do here. But I'm going to show you the absolute easiest, cheesiest method to get the elemental materia. Okay, dead easy. You can't go wrong as long as you do exactly what I show you. But I do recommend saving. So in order to save, which we're going to do before we actually go through the puzzle, we're just going to use the lift here and head back to the ground floor, or to the first floor, since this is the American floor system. And it's just outside, of course. And does that mean we can now use those glass lifts rather than the ones at the back of the room? Right, so let's save here. Way all the way down. Okay, yeah, this method, very, very easy. Do this, guys, exactly as I show you, and you cannot go wrong. Very simple. A lot of misses in combat today, which is a little bit annoying. Yeah, thanks, John. We can heal up there, can't we? Is that the floor with the gym? I think it might be, mightn't it? I should have done Blizzard on the other guy, not to worry. What the heck is going on? Just miss is all I'm seeing. Come on. This is ridiculous, man.
I got this.
Unless these enemies just happen to have a really high evasion rate, maybe. I don't know. Okay, the other thing I would like to just do is... No, that's fine. Just move Barrett into the back row. He should be in the back row, really. Takes less damage, but because he's got a long-range weapon, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to head back up now to floor 62. Yeah, it seems pretty harsh, doesn't it, Dark, all those misses in combat. Right, now, we're going to head over and speak to the mayor here. Mayor Domino.
Oh, who might you be?
You'll know him as well if you've played the remake.
Me? I'm Domino, the mayor of Midgard. Actually, I'm mayor in name only. The city and everything in it is really run by Shinra Inc. My only real job is watching over Shinra's documents. Me, the man, the librarian. Now, you want to get upstairs? I'll tell you what, you can guess the password. I'll give you my keycard. Yes, that's it. Guess the password, and I'll give you my keycard. Get it on the first try, and I'll even throw in a special item.
Alright, so the way this puzzle works,
The password is...
there's a number of options here that we can select from. And
Shinra is a fool.
a bit annoyingly for the mod here, they've actually changed the names, but it's not a big deal. I'm going to show you the right options in a moment. There's a couple that it can't be. Just bear with me one moment while I bring something up. Let me just see where they are. Okay. So they are in the same order as the original, they've just been renamed.
Mayor is the best.
So this is best.
Shinra is a fool.
This is king, although it's been renamed to fool in this case.
Mako is tops.
This is tops here, but it's normally orbs.
The mayor is a bomb.
Yeah, bomb and Mako are the
Shinra
same.
is boom.
And then instead of Hojo, it's been renamed as Boom. But yeah, it doesn't matter as long as the order's the same. Now, normally you'd have to go around and solve the puzzle in the library by checking the letters on the different books, seeing which is the odd one out, and then using the different odd one outs in order to spell the password. So there's two that it can't be. And that is the third one, which is orbs, or in my case,
Hey,
tops.
tops.
Okay, so the third one down, it can never be. And the bottom one,
Shinra goes boom.
in my case, boom, but normally this is Hojo, it can also never be. Okay, so it can only be one of the other four. Now, there's two easy ways of doing this. There's the easy way, which is guessing, going down to the save point that we just used, if you guessed it wrong, reloading. Sorry, let me get that order right again. Guessing, if you guess it wrong, then reload from the save we just made, and then guess another answer. Reload if you get it wrong until you get the right one. That's the easy way, but there's an even easier way, which I'm going to show you. By the way, you have to guess it first time if you want the elemental materia, which we definitely want. We're going to need that later. Right, just bear with me. I'm going to show you something I made before. In fact, before I do that, let's head over to the actual... Make sure I got this right, yeah. Let's move over to the right library.
Wait.
So this is the easiest method. Head out of here and head into this library here with the blue floor. Okay, it has to be this one. And all you're interested in is the middle shelf, the middle bookshelf. Now, each bookshelf has two sides with a clue on each side. The one we're interested in is the left side here of this middle bookshelf. So don't go and interact with the right or you're going to get confused. Just come over to the left-hand side here and interact with it. And we get Flying Machine Yonai 77, the failure of space travel. And I actually think this has changed a lot. I really do. Okay, no, this should be good. This should be good. Okay, so this should be the full. Let me just check that. I believe it should be full. If not, we can reload. It's annoying because one of the mods I'm using has changed all of the clues and the names.
Then tell me.
But if I've got this right,
Shinra
it should be
is a
this
fool.
one. Let me just check. Yeah.
Shinra is a fool. God, how beautiful that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to show you a list in a moment to help you guys.
President Shinra is a complete fool. I am the master of Midgar. Well, okay. Here, take it.
So we do get the key card for getting the right
Your
answer.
first attempt, too, just goes to show that you can't judge a book by its cover. A promise is a promise. Here.
I'm going to show you how I did that in just a moment.
Why would I do something like this, you ask? Revenge, of course. Shinra's been torturing me forever. That's why I was a little rough on you just now. Now go up there and really make them suffer.
Okay, we've got the elemental materia, which is the main thing I wanted, so I'll just throw that on randomly for now, just so we can start leveling it up. But let me just show you briefly how I did that, because I know a few of you are following along, and you won't have the mod that I've got that changes the names. So Dark, I don't know if you're there before, if you're still there, but if you are, this is what you'll want to pay attention to now. Right, let me bring the image up that I've previously made, and I'll just switch over here. Okay, can you guys see the image? Hopefully you can. Right, so you go to that bookshelf that I showed you, which is the middle bookshelf of the green bookshelves, yeah? So you got the three green bookshelves here in the room with the blue floor. You go to the middle one and you interact with the left-hand side of this bookshelf. It has to be the left-hand side, not the right-hand side. Once you interact with the left-hand side, you'll be given one of these 4 clues, okay? So one of these 4 clues is guaranteed to be given when you interact with this specific bookshelf at this specific left-hand side of it. Depending on which clue you get will determine what the password is going to be. So it can either be best, bomb, Mako, or king. Okay, it's as simple as that. You interact with this bookshelf, the left-hand side of it, it will give you one of these clues. The clue that it gives you will tell you which password you need to select. So if you got number 10, new plans for urban planning, you know the password is Mako. And just to clarify, the password can never be Hojo, never be Orbs. So it's going to be one of these 4, and it's going to be determined always by that bookshelf. All right, guys, it's not difficult. So hopefully you've had a good look at that. You can pause the video if need be. But I'm going to get back into game here. Now that we've gone ahead and solved that puzzle, hopefully that's helped you guys out. So it's going to be one of those 4, and it's going to be determined by that bookshelf. Okay. Oh, brilliant, Ben. Yeah, I'm glad it's helped. So we've got the key card, we've got the elemental materia. I strongly advise you do get the elemental materia, so reload if you do mess it up, because it's going to be absolutely invaluable for taking on the Midgard Golem as soon as we get to that position in the game early, giving us access to the powerful beta enemy skill. But it's also useful, the elemental materia, in other aspects of the game as well. So yeah, strongly advise you do get that. I don't know why I've come to the lift, actually. Could we even get to the next floor from here? Oh, I think we can. But we've missed a loadout by doing it this way, so need to head back down. Oh, no. Hang on, didn't it say floor 65? But I'm sure this is floor... Let me just check. Yeah, we've missed out a floor. We've missed out 2 floors. Yeah, 63, and it's an important floor as well, so I don't want to miss out on it. Head back to 63. I didn't realise we could skip ahead with that key card. Yeah, there's a few items here. They're not particularly great, but we do want to grab them whilst we're here.
Verifying keycard. Rank B. Employee confirmed. You are permitted to open up to 3 doors on this floor. Attention. If you receive a coupon, remember to exchange it for an item. Warning. Looking into ventilation shafts is dangerous. Please refrain from doing so.
Oh, hi, Daniel. I suspect it will be a mini-game, to be honest with you, because we know how much Square love their mini-games. They're not going to miss that opportunity, I don't think. Okay. It's probably actually worth saving before we do this. What do you guys think? Because there's a good chance I'll mess it up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to show you the correct pattern, but just to be on the safe side, let's go ahead and save before proceeding with the puzzle. So again, we're just going to head down to floor 1. Yeah, we'll update the save and then we'll go and solve that puzzle. I think I remember the solution. Go for a new file now. Or if they do put it in dark, I hope they make it so it isn't annoying. Because I'm sure it would probably be completely different if they do. Although, to tell you what, the mini-games in the Final Fantasy VII Remake series have been somewhat hit and miss. Some of them are quite fun. Some of them are just downright frustrating. Okay, so there's 3 items we can grab here. But you have to open the doors in a very specific order because you can only open the doors a limited number of times. So that's why it's a good idea just to save. And we're going to start by opening the door here at the top.
Will you open the door?
Yes. So we're going to open this door here. And now we can enter into this room and grab coupon A. So we actually collect the coupons and then we turn those in for the items. Now we can go into the hidden air duct. Just bear with me. Okay, so we'll just climb through here. You can see there's 2 exits to the air ducts over to the right. We're going into the one that's up to the north. As the other one will take us out of here. What the heck can I got there? There we go. You've got to target that up pretty darn specifically. Okay, yeah, that gives us coupon B. Come on, open the door. And then we open this, which is the final door we are allowed to open. That gives us access to coupon C. And then we can use the air duct to make our way back to the entrance. So the puzzle's not that complex, really. But like I say, you do have to be accurate with it, otherwise you will lose out on some of the coupons.
Please enter a command.
Coupon exchange.
You can exchange your coupons for items. The items available are coupon A, star pendant, coupon B, 4 slots.
Yep. So actually the items themselves are more decent than I remember. The all materia and 4 slots are pretty good. And the star pendant as well is useful because it guards against poison. So yeah, that's definitely worth completing the puzzle for. Right. Let's just sort out that materia. We'll keep cover on. Yeah, just give sense to Barrett for now. And I think we'll give Cloud the star pendant. There is actually a boss coming up a little bit later that's actually going to have the poison ability. So it's nice to be able to have that item now. Yeah, there is a 4 slots. I'll give that to Barrett, I guess. I mean, it's not brilliant, but having 4 materia slots is obviously a bit of a bonus. There we go. I couldn't get through the door a moment ago. Yep, we're now heading to floor 64. And there are a couple of things that we're going to do up here. As Red Mario's mentioned, we need to go to the vending machine. Even though there's not much we can do there now, apart from, I think it actually takes our gil from us. I've got 6,559 gil. We need to... Yeah, the Shinra Gym Special Tonic, we need to try and purchase this.
Nothing came out.
Yes, it does deduct our gil from us. So we can bang on it. We'll get told off.
Sir, what are you doing? No violence, please.
But by doing this now, later on, we'll discover that we've dislodged a really nice item. Although not that nice for me because I don't generally use the character
Sir, what are you doing?
that it is useful for. Yeah, definitely dark. It was a very difficult boss, you're right. Okay, we can also save our game at this point. Oh yes, that's right, isn't it, John? You're correct. I remember now. And before we finish this floor, there's a few things we can do from the lockers up here.
What's this? A megaphone? We don't need that.
I don't think you have to interact with the megaphone there to loot it later. It's just a little bit of an Easter egg, I guess, that it's mentioned at this point. Is there any more to loot here? Yeah. Ether and a Phoenix down. I think that's everything. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we're done here on floor 64. And now we've got another puzzle where the chests will only open in a certain order. So yeah, normally we'd go around the different chests and figure out what order to open them up in. But of course, we're not going to do that. I'm just going to give you the solution once more. And we're going to start by heading over here. I think this is all the chests, isn't it? Ah, it's this one. Yep. Every time you loot a chest, you'll have to go and hand it in. So you can't, like, loot them all. Hello, Bobo. How you doing, mate? Don't forget as well, we've got that bed on the floor below us. So if you take a lot of damage on this floor. Okay. I only need one of those, I think, Red. And then we can duplicate it later.
A model of Midgar. The Sector 6 is still under construction. Once that's completed, Shinra's vision will be realized. Vision? Is Aerith part of their plans?
Hey, happy birthday to you, Bobo.
Sector 6 is still a vision. A model of Mid. Sector 6 is still a vision.
Why can't I hand it in?
The model of Mid. The model's in.
Okay. Yeah, the one side you can't. I think it's just that one piece. Right, next up it's one of these. In the bottom room. Okay, Dark, I'll definitely keep an eye out for that then.
The model of Mid. The model's in. Sounds like some...
Yeah, carbon bangles are quite good, actually. So we'll go back to the top left room. Hey, Josh. Yeah, good day at the moment, thanks. Anyway, how are you? Emily, good to see you. Oh, thanks so much. Oh, I'm glad you like that walkthrough.
The model's incomplete.
Now, this is one of my favourite games, so I've always been quite partial to it, Emily. Right, we've got just a couple more to fill in. So next up, we'll head over to the top right. Ah, is this the thing I want to steal from? No, I don't think it is. No, it's like the moth slasher or something, isn't it, that has carbon bangles. So maybe it isn't this thing. Yeah, I'd definitely steal the hard edge, John. But I've got to wait a little bit until later so that we can encounter the enemies. Yeah, Emily, same for me. I actually remember back in '97, my uncle would play this game. And that was my first experience of it. And it was like nothing I'd ever seen in video gaming before. It just blew my mind. I didn't have a PlayStation back then, but as soon as it came out on PC, which was '98, I picked up a copy, got my parents, or persuaded my parents to buy me a copy. And yeah, I've been playing it ever since, really.
Sounds like something opened up.
It's funny, actually. I bought my copy of Final Fantasy VII when I was on holiday in the US. And the whole holiday, I couldn't really enjoy the holiday because I was just stressed that because I bought a US version of the game, it wasn't going to work when I brought it back home to the UK. I didn't know like how regions and that interfered with PC games. And there wasn't really easy access to the internet when I was on holiday in the US. So, of course, I did get back and it worked absolutely fine. But yeah, that's just something I always remember. Next up down here, grab the last chest. And then the other chest, I believe, has the key card. Of course, back in those days, Final Fantasy VII did not look as good as it does now. Okay, Red. I'm not in any rush. Yeah, we'll get there eventually, won't we?
The models. Sounds like something opened up.
Yeah, so that'll give us access to the absolute final chest, which has the key card in it. There we go, key card 66. So we could, of course, just take a brief detour back down, which I'm probably going to do. There's no reason not to rest up and save up. Oh, that's awesome, Emily. Back in the days of Blockbuster. I like it. Okay, so now we want to just head up to floor 66. That's pretty much it in terms of the puzzles now. So it's mostly story stuff at this point. We can see that the Shinra executives have made their way into their conference rooms, so we are going to need to eavesdrop on their conversation.
It's filthy. Climb up, flush the toilet.
Yeah, let's make sure we're not going to step in anything.
It's filthy. Climb up.
If I'm not careful, I'll end up climbing back down. Yep, I always do that. I'm pretty sure they change it in every release of this game as to whether you press up or down. But I know I'm not the only one to accidentally do that. Hey, Roger! Good to see you, mate. How you doing? Hey, I feel like it's been a while.
It's a lot of suits.
You had a good New Year, Roger.
Damage report for Sector 7 has come in. When considering the industrial sectors that were present...
Yeah, it has a bit. Good to see you, dude.
Cost to our company is expected to be in the region of 10 billion gil. In addition to this, rebuilding Plate 7 is expected to cost...
We're not rebuilding.
What?
Plate 7 is being left as it is. Instead, we're reopening the Neo Midgar project.
So the ancient girl has...
The promised land will be ours in good time. Raise Marco rates 15% in all areas.
Rate hike! Rate hike! Tra-la-la! And please include our space program in the budget!
Reeve and Scarlet will divide the revenue generated from the rates increase.
Oh, man!
Oh, it absolutely is, isn't it, Roger?
Raising the rates further can only add to the discontent felt among our citizens.
Don't worry. The ignorant fools won't lose confidence. Far from it, in fact. They'll trust our company all the more. After all, we're the ones who saved the people of Sector 7 from terrorists. That dirty lion. Ah, Hojo. How is the girl?
As a specimen, she is inferior to her mother, Ifalna. I am still evaluating the difference, but for now the discrepancy is 18%.
How long will this evaluation take?
I estimate around 120 years.
Okay.
It's unlikely to be finished in our lifetime, or in the lifetime of the specimen for that matter. Which is why we're thinking of breeding her. That way we can create offspring with the strength to endure our research over a longer period of time.
What about the Promised Land? Won't this delay hinder our plans?
That is my conviction. In any case, the girl will be a strong mother, although she does have a few frailties.
Oh, he's evil, isn't he? He's our Hojo. He's a villain, that man. Oh, no, I understand, Roger. Different time zones and everything. Yeah, it's great to see you here, though, dude. It really is.
We were talking about Aerith, right?
I don't know.
Probably.
Let's follow him.
Okay, yeah, we do have a boss fight coming up. And it's a good job we got the elemental materia and the... What was the thing we got? That's important. It was the star talisman. Both of those are going to help us. And they're both items that you're not guaranteed to get unless you complete the puzzles that we've done. So we need to follow Hojo. At this point.
Hojo?
Yeah, cheers guys, Red and Minor. Yeah, we're going to be getting carbon bangles and the hard edge as well. Hey Mog, good to see you.
I remember him.
Before I do, Red, I'm going to grab the poison materia we can get.
Science department. Cloud, you know him?
It's the first time I've actually seen him. So, that's who.
Yeah, we're going to just keep making our way around before we do that little farm. But here's one, so I'll grab a carbon bangle while we're here. Yeah, because we're going to be killing some enemies, Red, it just makes sense to me to get that poison materia. We can get some AP on it before we do the farm. Not that we'll be here all that long, but... Right, let's just be careful now. We don't kill this thing too soon. There we go. Hey Adrian, good to see you. Yeah, the Echo mod. This is my first time playing with it. It was completed a few months ago. It's an interesting mod, actually. I think they've done a sensational job with it.
Is this the specimen for today's experiments?
It is. We shall proceed right away. Raise it to the floor above.
Oh yeah, some of these graphical mods are just insane, Adrian.
My precious specimen.
Yes, it is the hard edge, Dark, and it is on this floor, and I am going to be stealing it for sure before we move to the next floor. I'm just going to get to the save point first and grab the poison materia before I begin the farm to get it. You can download gameplay mods to increase difficulty, Adrian, but no, I'm playing the default gameplay.
Experiments?
Genova.
Headless Genova. And it's just got an eyeball growing out of the boob because, hey, why not? Yeah, so...
Genova.
What you may not know, although I'm sure most of you in chat do know this.
They brought it here.
Cloud, pull yourself
Genova
together.
isn't a woman.
See what?
It's an alien. It's an extraterrestrial that shapeshifts. Now, how many of you guys have ever seen the movie called The Thing from the 80s, horror movie? Because that's what inspired the creation of Genova, and it effectively is the same thing as the creature in that movie. It's a living organism that consumes and also shapeshifts. So when Shinra first found this organism, which actually crashed to the planet long ago from space. It came to the planet in order to consume the planet and the resources of the planet. But when Shinra discovered it, they mistook it for a member of the ancient race known as the Cetra, who they call the Ancients. And in fact, it isn't a Cetra. It was an alien creature that the Cetra went to war against. Now, the reason why, I don't know if I can show you again, but the reason why it kind of looks like a woman at the moment, a headless woman, because the head's been cut off, is because it was in the process of deceiving the Cetra by transforming into their loved ones. And it actually deceived many Cetra by doing so. But they managed to capture it as it was in the process of one of its transformations, which is why it's kind of looking ladylike right now. It never completed its transformation when it was captured, and it was frozen, and that's the form it was remained in since, at least this main part of the body. There's different cells of it now all over the place, with each cell being kind of like its own living creature. Again, going back to the thing, it's very similar. Now, the cells in Sephiroth, the cells in other experiments that Shinra have been working on. The whole time, they thought they were working with an ancient, a member of the Cetra race. It's only more recently they discovered that actually, no, this is an alien organism. There's so much lore, and because of, sadly, the bad translation in the original Final Fantasy VII, the bad English translation, a lot of it was presented in a very confusing way, meaning that people didn't always understand it, which again is a bit of a shame, because it's actually really fascinating when you get into it. It really is. Right, so let's try and grab a couple more carbon bangles here. Trying to remember about the head. The head was taken by Sephiroth, was it not? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's what I think, this dad. Going back to remembering, yeah, it was Sephiroth when he freed Genova a few years ago. He cut the head off and took it with him. I wonder where the music's gone. I suppose it's just not supposed to be playing at this point, is it? Yeah, sometimes stealing, as you can see, is a little bit annoying. And it can take a few attempts. But the good news is, we only really need these 2 carbon bangles, and then we're done.
Damn it. Guess I wasn't dexterous enough.
Ah, come on.
Might want to try that again.
Oh, 12.5% steal rate, Red Mario says. Okay. Yeah, and just to clarify with the Genova story as well, because I think this is something else that confused a lot of people. I've heard people on the internet, and it's like a myth that's been perpetrated for the longest time, really. It's that Genova is the main villain, and that Sephiroth is like the puppet of Genova. But that's actually not true. It's definitely the other way around. Sephiroth is the main villain, and Genova has become Sephiroth's puppet. So when we see, like, and I know we're getting into spoiler territory here, but come on, the game is old. And if you don't know the story by now, then, well, to be honest, I did steal that one. The spoilers are probably going to help. Yeah, so when we see Sephiroth moving around the map throughout the story, it's obviously not Sephiroth's original body. It's the Genova cells that are being formed into Sephiroth's body. Oh, I forgot to steal from this one, so... Is it still alive? Yes. It's Sephiroth using the Genova cells to form a representation of his body. But it is Sephiroth controlling it. It's not Genova. Now, the whole reunion, which you probably heard of, was a theory that Hojo made. Okay, the reunion theory. That when you separate the Genova cells, they will have an inclination to return in order to form the main Genova body again. And then he was confused as to why this wasn't happening. So he injected cells into these different test subjects, and he was expecting those test subjects to make their way over here at the Shinra building, which is where the Genova body is. Only, of course, he discovers that doesn't happen. And the reason it doesn't happen isn't because the reunion theory he came up with was false. It is the case that the Genova cells have an inclination to return to one another. But it didn't happen that way because Sephiroth, his will was so powerful that he actually commandeered the Genova reunion itself. He took over the cells and was using his power to get the cells to make their way over to his location up at the northern crater, where he was forming a new body for himself. And that's why we know that it was Sephiroth that was in control of Genova and not the other way around. Genova was a puppet of Sephiroth. Genova, by the way, very powerful being. I'm not taking that away. It went to war against the Cetra centuries ago and almost single-handedly wiped out that entire race. But despite how powerful Genova is, it is not as powerful as Sephiroth. Sephiroth was able to commandeer that process and use Genova for his own ends. There is nothing in terms of what Genova wants, in terms of Genova's motive, that is happening at this point. It is entirely Sephiroth and what he wants. He's just using Genova as he is using every other thing that he can get his hands on. So let's go ahead and save. We've got our carbon bangles now. Don't forget to grab the poison materia. We are actually going to need that in the next boss fight. It pairs brilliantly with the elemental materia that we just grabbed. Let me just go ahead here and heal up. Yep, we're not moving up. Don't worry, Red. I do want to throw the elemental materia, not the elemental, we've got that equipped, the poison materia, just so we can start gaining a little bit of AP. And also we'll throw these carbon bangles on that we've just found. Which, as I say, are very powerful, very good to get at this stage of the game. We've got all materia equipped, yes. I am going to save once more, because if I do have to reload, I will forget that I've changed my arm around. And what we're going to do now is just run around until eventually we should discover the soldier third class enemy. And we have discovered it. And yep, all we're going to do is start stealing, which can take a bit of time. And these enemies also do hit quite hard. So be prepared with those cure spells. So it's a 12.5% steal rate. Which means it's going to take a few attempts. So stick with it. Stay on top of the HP values of your party. To be honest, something I could have done, which I didn't, but I could have. It's just made sure everybody was in the back row. It would have reduced the damage that we take as a party quite substantially. But honestly, you know, we're taking quite a bit of damage here, which is probably a good thing if you wanted to spend a bit of time building up limit breaks. Maybe that's something I'll do once we've saved. Yeah, we could do that this dad. The reason why I haven't is I was hoping to steal both. Even though we only technically need one hard edge. Yeah, maybe I will use your strategy. I was going to steal both so we could sell one for Gil. But yeah, it's a little bit challenging, this encounter. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and get one killed. The only problem is you can't really target Tifa's ability, which sucks. Tifa's limit break, I mean.
Damn it.
Okay, that's that one out of the equation. Okay, and the skill power is used up, so we shouldn't be taking as much damage now.
Might want to try that again.
Yeah, like I say, the steal success chance is quite low. So just be prepared for the grind here. But 12.5% isn't terribly bad. It's nothing like in comparison to some of the steals from Final Fantasy IX, which are absolutely atrocious. Hopefully just a few more attempts and we'll have it. No, I didn't get the PC version, Daniel, because I wasn't going to play it for a while if I did, so I respectfully declined the offer from Square so that they could give that copy to somebody that will make use of it.
Damn it.
Yeah, just get Tifa back up to snuff. Oh, Roger, I know that feeling, yeah. There's one or two in particular in Final Fantasy IX that are just absolutely mind-numbing. Really, really bad. There's one that's like 1 in 256 chance. And this is supposed to be 12.5%, but it feels a lot worse than that. I think we must have done about 30 steal attempts here. And still no such luck. Still nothing. Yeah, it seems to be this, Dad. This is probably one of the worst attempts I've ever seen at trying to get the hard edge. Don't know whether it's worth trying again, like skipping out this fight and then finding the enemy again. Try and reset the RNG or something, because... But then, you know, the very next steal could be the one, and if I escape, we could miss out. You just never know, do you? That's the thing. This is the original soundtrack MOG that was made by Square. But it's a higher quality version of it. It was still made by Square, but it's just been modded back into the game. I think it was like the original release of the soundtrack or something on CD that they put out with the game. Hey, we got it. It is possible. You can still get it. Oh, is that the case, is it, John? Even in Final Fantasy VII? Maybe I was a little bit too low level. That's possible. Okay. Yeah, I don't need another carbon bangle. Although maybe stealing one here wouldn't hurt. Just for a future character. Although I could just swap and exchange the other ones that I've already stolen.
Might want to try that again.
Okay, I won't attack it again. .64 HP. Oh, there we go. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking, Red Mario. Oh, is that the case, is it, this, Dad? Maybe I should have checked it out then. I could have made some modding videos, couldn't I? Let's go for a new save at this point. I don't know whether it's worth... Nah, I won't be bothered to pop down. I'll just use a tent. I should have a tent somewhere here, yep. Right. I'm going to prep for the upcoming boss. And all I'm going to do to prep... Let me see who's got what. Yeah, we've got the star pendant on Cloud. I'm going to give Tifa... Yes, Tifa... Elemental with poison. Hang on, my controls have changed from what I'm used to. Normally if I press triangle, I can move a materia. Only in this case, it's... Yeah, that's messed up. I need to have a look at that at some point. Right, Elemental, and we're going to give her the poison. Yeah, Poison Elemental in armor is a great fit for Tifa, because it's going to allow her to take less damage in the upcoming fight. And then the Star Pendant on Cloud is also going to do the same for him. Okay, so that's the setup that I'm going for. Pretty much is all we're going to need. Oh yes, you're right about that. Pretty major error not to do that. We're going to give Cloud the Hard Edge. Almost doubles his attack. So yeah, that's obviously very important. Hey Kaz, good to see you. Right, and now we can head up to the next floor.
Aerith! Aerith? Oh, is that her name? What do you want? We've come to take her back with us. Outsiders?
You catch on real quick.
There are far too many frivolous things in the world to concern myself with the likes of you. Are you going to kill me? I'd advise against it. The equipment here is extremely delicate. Without me, who would operate it? Good, good. I always recommend logical thinking, especially in moments such as these. Now, bring in the specimen.
Oh, you just got back home, have you, Kaz? Oh, that's cool.
Lending a helping hand to
Yeah, I remember that, Red.
species. Both are on the brink of extinction. If I don't intervene, these creatures will perish.
Creatures? That's terrible. Aerith is a human being.
You're gonna pay.
Barrett, can't you do something?
All right, step back.
Stop! What have you? No! My precious specimens! Now's our chance!
Thanks, Cloud.
Oh, it's completely free, Adrian. All the mods I'm using, I have done a video about it. It's one of my latest non-live uploads, which you can see on my channel. Guide you through the process. But yeah, as long as you own a copy of the game, you can get this set up as I've got it at no extra cost.
The blow is rather strong. I'll help you with it.
It talked?
I'll talk as much as you like later, miss.
We'll take care of the monster. Keep Aerith safe.
Okay, so you get a choice here. Depending on what you want to do will determine how you choose this, because the boss fight we're about to face off against is a boss that's in the back row, meaning that it's much better to have Barrett in the fight in terms of being able to get a good strategy going, in which case you're going to want to send Tifa to be with Aerith. But if you're going for the best bromance trophy, then you need to send Barrett with Aerith and keep Tifa in the fight. So send Barrett with Aerith for best bromance later on.
Red 13. A name that means nothing to me. You may call me whatever you wish.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's true, this, Dad. I mean, they've done a fantastic job, haven't they, with these mods? Right. Let's see what we're doing here. Okay, so you remember I've given the poison protection to Cloud, the accessory, and we've also given poison elemental in Tifa's armor. I think we can cast bio on the boss, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, bio heals it. Oops. I don't think there's anything interesting to steal. We can kill these ads, which is obviously somewhat useful, but they are going to be summoned back. But I will still try and take care of them if possible. Get them out of the equation. Yeah. We might just be better off focusing straight on the boss, as we killed one, and lo and behold, it came straight back. But then again, they are fairly easy to kill. Fire all is definitely helpful. I'm just going to focus on the boss at this point. Oh, hey Tino, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for sharing that kind feedback. Just don't go ahead and cast bio as I did on the boss. Sorry about that. I sort of lost control for a moment there. Where was I? Okay, I'm back. Fortunately, my characters didn't get killed. Oh, we can only revive them a few times anyway. He doesn't have much HP.
Storm's coming.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Tifa's Limit Break. It's just not that good in my opinion. Yeah, you can build it up with extra attacks to get the combo stronger, but still. There are better Limit Break options in my opinion. Yeah, that's true, when I healed him, Wes. Good to see you, by the way. Hey, there we go. Not a terribly difficult fight. And we get the talisman for our reward.
Aerith, are you okay?
Looks like she will be now.
I have a right to choose as well. I'm not that keen on two-legged things.
What are you? Some kind of lab-rat dog?
A fascinating question, and difficult to answer. I am what you see before you. I'm sure you have many questions, but I think it's best we leave here first. I'll show you the
I wonder if his voice is going to change later. I have to wonder.
Come for me.
I apologize for what I did back there. It was merely an act to throw Hojo off guard.
No need to be in this building now we've saved Aerith. We're getting the hell out of here.
If the 5 of us move together, we'll be noticed. Let's break up into 2 groups.
Okay, so yeah, we can change the party here. I'm going to take Barrett and Red. I don't need the Best Bromance trophy, but if you are going for it, then this is what you want to select, the party, okay, that you want for that trophy. And yeah, we can go ahead and fanny about with our materia as well, if we wish. So we can throw a few bits around here. I don't know what's important. Let's put Restore All onto Barrett. And he can level up some of these others as well. Because why not? And we've got 2 cents now, I think, although we only really need 1. Which mod are you speaking of, Wordle? Because I'm running a few here. Take it you mean the voice one.
See you later.
Just click confirm
we'll be
here.
at the elevator on the 66th floor. We'll go on ahead.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
The elevator on the 66th floor.
But I think if you've played the game through multiple times, it's nice to have a change. And I think they've actually done a fantastic job because they've recorded every single line of dialogue in the entire game. That's just an insane amount of effort. The enemy skill materia is kind of pointless at the moment, but whatever you do, don't forget to grab it. There's not many in the game, there's only a limited number, and you want pretty much every one of them. Did I get the extra one? I did, didn't I? No, I didn't. So yeah, thanks for that reminder there, Red. There's also the talisman as well. I'll give it to Barrett because he's got the cure materia. Hey, Thunder Dragon, good to see you. How you doing? Don't respect people who use mods. It's cheating and ruins the game. I'm not sure how it's cheating, Swamper. Maybe you could clarify that for me. Don't forget to grab these potions as well. And look, we get the enemies where you can steal both the carbon bangle and the hard edge from, which I need neither right now. Tranquilizers, Red. Quite possibly. I'll have to check. Get through this battle and we'll go and save. Yeah, just to clarify again, guys, do not miss that enemy skill. You definitely want that. Hey, we've got a loco weed, Red. I know you was on about that.
No, please don't kill me. I only did what Dr. Hojo told me to do. I'll prove it. Here, take my keycard. It'll get you as far as the 68th floor. Would I do this if I run their side?
Yep. Is he going to let us in? I thought we could go in there. Ah. That'll be why. Yeah, some of the voices are funny, aren't they? Yeah, I'm not going to bother stealing any more hard edge. Oh, I forgot I'll tell you what, we didn't get sleep cast on us when we was in the battle for like 10 minutes trying to steal the last hard edge, did we? That was fortunate. I forgot they even cast that ability. No, not on Barrett. That's fine, they're dead. I'm just going to pop down to floor 67 so we can use the save points at this juncture. Yeah, it's like 11 minutes ago when we last saved. Okay, we're going to head to floor 66, but I think it might be faster to get there this way. I could be wrong. Yeah, don't forget, if you need any more carbon bangles, or if you still need the hard edge, then you can still absolutely do so at this point. Yeah, that's true, Dark, that's true. Okay, now if we approach this, I think we've done what we need to get the Turks. Yep. That's everything to get the story moving.
What's going on?
Would you press up, please?
Turks. Must be a trap.
This must have been a real thrill for you. Did you enjoy it?
Shit.
Bum, bum, la, 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 la.
They got you too? Where's Aerith?
In a safe place. She's invaluable to us, the last surviving ancient.
Cetra? That girl is a survivor of the Cetra?
The Cetra, or ancients.
Yeah, that's the plan list, Dad. I'm trying to get all the things for our setup to face off against the Midgard early on.
The Promised Land? That's just a legend.
An enthralling legend. So enticing it must be pursued. The Promised Land is said to be incredibly fertile, and if the land is fertile,
then there's gotta be Mako.
Exactly. We won't even need to build any cash-craving reactors there. The abundance of Mako will flow out all on its own. That is where Neo Midgar will be built. Our company's new glory.
Keep dreaming.
Surely you've realized by now, all that one requires to make a dream come true is money and power. Well, that concludes your audience.
Come on, out of his way.
Now hold it right there, and I have a shitload of things I gotta say to you, you greedy son of a bitch!
For all other inquiries, please talk to my secretary.
Okay, we've got more choices here. If you're going for the best bromance trophy, you need to select Barrett first, okay, when you wonder how the other party members are doing. I'm going to select Aerith, though, because I've already done best bromance.
Cloud, are you there?
Aerith, you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. I knew you'd come for me.
Hey, you did ask for a bodyguard.
The deal was for a date, right? Oh.
So they don't get ejected from the battle you're talking about, aren't you, Ed?
Tifa, you're in there too?
Yeah, sorry about that. You know, Aerith, I have a question.
Yes?
Does the Promised Land actually exist?
Oh, well, I don't know. All I do know is the Cetra are born of the planet. They speak with the planet, and they unlock the planet. And then the Cetra will return to the Promised Land, a land of supreme happiness, which was granted by the planet.
What does that mean?
More than words, I don't have a clue.
Speak with the planet.
Just what does the planet say?
It's real noisy, like it's full of people. That's why I can't make out what it's saying.
Can you hear it now?
No. I've only been able to hear it at that church in the slums. And my mom once told me that hearing it clearly in Midgar isn't possible anymore. My real mom, that is. Aerith, you must leave Midgar. Then you'll be able to speak with the planet and find your promised land. That's what she said. Back then, I thought I wouldn't be able to hear anything by now, but...
Okay, so we've got control again. We can speak to Tifa.
Think we can escape?
Gonna be tricky.
Okay, when Tifa asks if you can escape, if you want to get points with Tifa, then you can choose Leave It to Me. If you want to make sure you're getting the best bromance trophy later, then choose Gonna Be Tricky.
Cloud, you're so reliable.
I wonder how Red.
And now we can just get some sleep.
The door's opened. When did that happen?
Okay, so before we speak to Tifa, make sure you interact with the guard.
What's going on?
Or you can't progress with the story. Now you can speak to Tifa.
Tifa, wake up.
What's wrong?
Something's not right. Take a look outside.
What happened?
He should have the keys on him. Tifa, help Aerith. I'll go get Barrett and Red 13.
Oh, how'd you do that then, Red? I don't think I remember that one.
This is kind of creepy.
He was attacked?
Oh, okay.
Barrett, Red 13. Something's wrong.
Hey, how'd you get in? What the hell's going on?
This isn't the work of man. I'll check up ahead.
That's a pretty cool little trick then, Red. Have you done a video on that, have you?
Leave this to me. You guys keep moving before we get caught again. What the hell's going on?
Come on, let's follow Red 13.
Okay. So we're going to make our way around now up to the next floor, but of course there is a save point on the way, along with a number of enemies. Some different enemies this time. Oh, I haven't actually gone through and sorted out materia since we last fannied about changing it. Hey, Chocobo boy. Yeah, I think they've done a great job with the voices. I know they're not to everybody's cup of tea, but when you consider it's a fan-made project, I think that, yeah, they actually do add an entire new dimension to the adventure. And I don't really recommend it if you've, like, become really familiar with the game and you know it well. But if you want to have a different sort of playthrough, then, yeah, definitely recommend giving them a go. I'm really enjoying it. Oh, okay, Red.
The Genova specimen. It's moved to the floor above. Let's use the elevator.
Yeah, we'll make sure to try and grab one of those if we can then, Red, eh? Yeah. I'm going to have to take a break now, guys, because I do have things I need to crack on with. So, I hope you've enjoyed the stream today. We've actually got quite a bit done. The Shinra building is quite a large dungeon, and I think we've mastered the puzzles that we went through. We've defeated a boss fight. We've collected some items through steals and what have you. And we are ready now for the future challenges as we are pushing ahead through to the end of Midgar. So what I'm going to do is say thank you to everybody that has stopped by today. Zach, will I ever play Ever Crisis? Maybe, if they re-release it, Zach, on... actually, Ever Crisis, they didn't... No, I'm getting confused with their releases now. Crisis Core Reunion, I played. Got the Platinum Trophy for that. We did that on the channel. That was fun. Ever Crisis was a mobile game, wasn't it, back in the day? But was that the game they re-released on mobile? Couple of years back. I can't remember. If it's that, then no, I wasn't really interested in that. I did give it a go, but couldn't get into it. Is it the one with all the microtransactions? Or have I got that confused? Oh, you're very welcome, Dark. Yeah, appreciate you stopping by. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to love you all and leave you all. So have a great week. I'll be back again soon with more Final Fantasy VII Echo S modding, and we'll continue to push through. Yeah, cheers this Dad and everybody else. And you, Emily, thank you so much. Yeah, take care, everyone. Catch you later. Bye-bye.